Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a really nice, sparkly, smoky eye, perfect for New Year's Eve. So if you want to know how I did this look, just keep on watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I already did my brows and applied my brow highlight, which is Urban Decay's ABC Gum. I already applied Urban Decay Primer Potion all over my lid, up to the brow, and under the lower lash line a little bit. The next thing I'm going to do is take a MAC 224 blending brush with MAC's Soft Brown eyeshadow. Now at this point you guys should know what soft brown looks like. I use it pretty often in my tutorials actually. So I'm going to take that right in the crease. You do want to build it up quite a bit. You do want it to show up. And if you don't have Soft Brown by MAC, just use any warm, matte, medium brown. If you use something that's too cool toned, it's going to make the black really muddy. So I'm taking the soft brown pretty high, kind of blending the outer edges into my highlight color. Next thing I'm going to do is take a MAC 217 brush with Urban Decay's Blackout, which is my new favorite matte black eyeshadow. That's what that looks like. It's super pigmented and really soft, but it's blendable, which I really like. So we're going to put this in the outer corner or so of the eye, and if you get some on the lid, it's not a big deal. We're going to be adding another color to the lid, so you can kind of blend it like that, so it's a little bit on the actual lid too, not just in the outer corner. Then just really gently blend that in. You can take it in as far as you personally want to, depending on your eye shape. So you do want to build up that black quite a bit. Then as you can see on this side, it's kind of like winged out a bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's kind of winged out a little bit, but it's not super dramatic. So I'm going to take my 224 brush again with a little bit of that blackout to help blend it in a little bit better. So this is going to take a little bit of time, but eyeshadow wise it's really simple. You're really just using 3 shadows. So that's what it should look like about now. Then with my MAC 242 brush, I'm taking Genuine Treasure Paint Pot, and I have some in a little sample container. It's a really pretty kind of like antique gold with like multicolored shimmer in it, which is what I used as a base on this side. It's really similar to MAC Reflect Antique Gold Glitter, which is a pro glitter. So this makes a perfect base because it has just about the same color. So take some of that on your brush, and then just apply a generous amount of that all over the lid. This was a limited edition product. It was released with the Posh Paradise collection. And if you don't have this particular base, just use like a dark, like brown base, and that should work just fine. And you don't want to overlap the black on the outer corner too much because we want that to stay kind of matte and not really mix with the glitter. So you should have something like that. And then taking that same 242 brush that you just used with the paint pot, take whatever mixing medium you want to use. I'm using my MAC water-based mixing medium, which I always use. So you want to dampen your brush, and we're just going to pat the product over the paint pot. If you were using just a regular pigment, you wouldn't necessarily need to apply it wet, but since I'm using glitter and it tends to kind of flake off, I do suggest using some sort of mixing medium when working with glitters because they're not necessarily meant to be used on the eye area, but I take extra precaution whenever I do use glitter to make sure that it doesn't get them all over my eyes. So this is what Reflect's Antique Gold Glitter looks like. It's a really pretty glitter. If any of you have been wanting to purchase MAC Pro products, they're now available for regular customers to purchase, so that's pretty awesome. So I'm just going to take some on a 239 brush and then just gently pat the glitter all over that base and that mixing medium. So as you can see, it adds a lot of shine. It's super glittery, but I like that it's really fine glitter. It's not chunky at all. So you just want to press. You don't want to swipe the brush over your lid when you're working with glitters because you will get a lot of fallout. Taking that same wet brush with no additional product, I'm just gently pressing, barely even tapping it on top. That way it kind of like seals in the product. So that's it for the lid. It's super simple, but it's a really nice kind of like a different look for either the holidays or a night out on the town. Then for the lower lash line, I am taking my MAC 214 brush and Espresso eyeshadow, which is the color that I use on my brows also. And I'm going to run that along the lower lash line. And I'm just doing this step, that way the black shadow that I put on top blends in a little bit better versus just the black shadow on its own. So again, same brush with Urban Decay's Blackout. And then I'm just going to put that right on top. So just like that. And then for the waterline, you can apply any black eyeliner that you want. I'm using my MAC Chromographic pencil in black. And I'm just lining the waterline. Now this isn't a long wearing eyeliner, it actually tends to smudge quite a bit, but I just figured I would use it at least just for the tutorial because I need to use it up. I haven't used it in a while. And then on the top lash line, I'm going to line with my Black Chromaline, also a MAC Pro product, and a MAC 263 angled brush. So I'm just doing a really simple line. And even though the look is dark on the outer corner, I still suggest lining the eye because where the glitter is, you do want to still have some definition right there. You can make the line as thin or as thick as you would like. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up any fallout that I have under here. I do suggest doing your eyes first whenever working with like really dark or shimmery pigments or glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation and my entire face, and I'll be back to show you how I finished up the look. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. I forgot to mention that I used my Floof eyeshadow from MAC in the inner corners to brighten up my eyes a little bit. So for my cheeks, I used my trusty Refined Golden Bronzer by MAC, which is my favorite bronzer ever. So I used that to kind of contour and warm up my skin. And then for blush, this is something that I haven't used in a really long time, and it's MAC's Style. So it looks kind of bright in the pan, but on my skin it looks very natural. Just adds kind of like a peachy glow, and it has a nice golden shimmer to it. So because it has shimmer, I didn't add any additional highlighter to my skin. For my lips, I used MAC's High Tea lipstick, which is just a pretty like shimmery nude lipstick. And then on top, I used my Urban Decay Lip Junkie in the color Naked. It's a really natural color. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.